How beautiful Jen looks today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andy. On behalf of Jen, Todd, and their parents, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. When starting to write this speech this morning, I decided that one of the key elements of the best man speech is to tell embarrassing stories about the groom. As I started thinking of embarrassing stories about Todd, I realized that they all incriminated me too. Alright, well, I'm not totally going to skip them, but it sure made writing this speech challenging, to say the least. Todd and I worked at Omega Pizza in Rentham in high school. One night, leaving work, Todd and I were on our way to a party. Todd drove a Monte Carlo SS and I drove a Mustang. So pulling out of the road, we decided to pull out sideways, fishtailing, and spinning our tires to see who would spin our tires the longest. This was very normal for us. It is a quarter mile from the police station, so you virtually never see cops in the area. As we continued up the road, Todd was flashing his lights from behind me. I didn't know what he wanted at the time, but it was to tell me to get out of there because there was a cop coming up on him. So the cop pulled him over and told him to stay where he was. Well, he went after me. He pulled me over and got up to speak with me when all you hear is Todd's car with no exhaust go blowing by both of us. Todd's car was unmistakable with no exhaust and sounded like a drag car going by. The cop knew Todd along with every other Rentham police officer. Todd arrived at home later that night where there was a message waiting for him to come pick up his ticket at the Rentham police station. Smooth move, Todd. Another one of Todd's bright ideas was to paint his own car. Most people wouldn't even attempt this unless they knew what they were doing. Not Todd. He went out in his driveway with a bunch of cans of black Rust-Oleum and painted his car. Todd was so excited about his masterpiece, he decided to drive right over and show me. He managed to pass an undercover cop in a no-passing zone at about 80 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. When the cop pulled him over, he leaned on the wet paint. This obviously led to another one of Todd's many citations. By the time Todd got to the house, the car had so much sand embedded in the paint it wasn't even funny. Ever since Todd met Jen, these are the types of stories about Todd that don't happen much anymore. Todd has really settled down and matured with Jen by his side. I think I can speak with everyone here in saying how proud we are of both of you and how lucky they are to have found each other. Thanks to you both for letting us all be part of your special day. Let's raise our glasses while we wish them years of love and happiness together. Salute.